Hello and welcome to the first semi-final of Quizzing with the Comedians Pop Culture Edition. The first contestant is someone who dominated her quarterfinal. Give it up for Anuya. Anuya Jakarta.
Woo! I didn't dominate it. Tushar gave me very stiff competition, but I beat him anyways. So
Yeah.
that's all I wanted to do from this tournament. I'm done. I'm now here just for fun.
Okay. On that note, someone who I said scraped through in the last question, in one of the closest fights in quarterfinals, but he's here. That's what matters because we start afresh. Your points don't carry to semi-final. We all start with 0 here. Give it up for Kenny Sebastian.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
This is to make sure that I have pressure from Amir Khan to get the right answer. Also, it's so lovely when someone introduces first guess as dominated and you have scraped through. Thank you.
Which means no pressure. No pressure.
Kenny beat me in the last Mela finals.
Oh,
so,
yes.
You know, yeah.
Yes.
I'm scared.
I'm a humble man. Once I win, I'm good with that. I'm not competitive.
Captain Britain. That was the winning.
Yeah,
Captain
Britain.
Captain Britain. Yes.
Yeah, I still remember.
You remember it? Damn.
Captain Britain. Okay. We now move to two siblings together. First one had a tiebreaker in her quarterfinal, but she won it with Jurassic Park. Give it up for Smritika Panigre. Sophie.
Hello, friends.
So, hello. Oh,
Jurassic Park was a great crack. Huh? Like I was like, well done.
I was so scared to answer. I was like, what if this is wrong? But thank God. But thanks, Steven Spielberg.
Okay, and now we go to the next contestant who won her quarterfinal in one of the longest quarterfinals ever. But within all that comedy and whatever was happening, she won that match and Abish came second. Give it up for Sulagna Panigre.
Hello! Hi, Sophie. Man, please speak away. It's too much distance between us.
How did you decide who gets, like, was there a coin toss? Like, who gets that main room?
I'm an actor, so I get the ring light. It's very simple.
I'm gorgeous, so I don't need the ring light.
Oh,
Nice.
Nice. Cool. Let's begin. Let's begin the first semi-final. Everything remains the same as earlier. First question. This is for Anuya. The order is Anuya, Kenneth, Sophie, Sulagna. Anuya, I'm talking about a certain album and an artist. This album that released in December 2020 was described by the artist X as an offshoot of the Folklorian Woods, an escapist cottagecore inspired direction the artist first ideated with another album during the COVID-19 pandemic. X regards them as sister albums. This album blends alternative rock, indie rock, and chamber pop styles carried by finger-picked guitars and somber pianos. I want two things. Give me the name of the album and the artist.
Okay. The artist is Taylor Swift.
Okay.
The album, I do not remember the name of the second album. Just give me a second.
Oh, she has to give both the album names?
No, just this album that came in December 2020. So in the sister albums, the second album. First question needed to have a sister element to it, because
Nice.
sister albums.
The song is playing my head.
मुझे तो सिर्फ मारुति स्विफ्ट के बारे में पता है.
Yeah.
She wins our hearts.
Not if it happens every day, just saying.
Damn it. Okay, KV. The first album is Folklore, but I don't remember the name of the second album, and I have let down Swifties everywhere. But
Okay. 3 points to Anuya for artist. I'm going to Kenny. Kenny only for the name of the album.
Oh my God, the album 7 points.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Name of the album is 7. Artist.
Because no one remembers that damn second album.
Oh man. I have no idea. I'm going to pass. I have no idea.
Okay, passing to Smritika.
Oh, okay. What do I know about Taylor Swift? Oh, is it Red?
Not Red. Going to Sulagna.
I know only about Maruti Swift, like I said. So I have no idea.
Okay, so I'll close this because there's no point giving hint for the name of
No,
the
give
album.
hint.
Like name mein kya hai? I can like there's no way to. I mean, you know folklore, you know Taylor Swift, so it's just the next album. It just doesn't make sense to describe the word or
Give
something
some
like.
hint. I'll get 2 points. I'll be happy.
Okay, the album name starts with E, and it's that's the hint. E for elephant.
Maruti Swift EX.
It's a gift that keeps on giving.
Which
It's the
some
Swift
people
that
in this
keeps on
house don't
giving.
want anymore.
Arey, one fun point to Kumar Varun.
Life is a Swift.
Oh my God, what's wrong with me? I give up.
Okay, going to Kenneth.
Pass.
Sophie.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I don't know.
Going to Sulagna.
Ecstatic.
No. Okay, we'll close this. 3 to Anuya for the artist name. Anuya was on the right track. Folklore is the other album. This starts with E. Sounds also like folklore. The name is Evermore. Okay.
Yes. Oh my God.
Evermore.
Oh,
Evermore by
please
Taylor Swift.
don't,
Her previous
please don't
album was
kill
called
me, Swifties. Yeah,
50s.
please don't kill me. I could see this French braid. Like I could see it and I couldn't. Oh. Anyway.
Just
Okay.
look left, right while crossing the road. Swifty will not kill you.
Nice.
Sorry.
Woo. Okay, Evermore by Taylor Swift. First points on board. Anuya has 3, which means the next direct will be to Kenneth. Okay, in the dense narrative of X, Pennywise seems to embody some of the most vicious evil in the universe. His counterpart is Maturin, a benevolent turtle that Losers Club member Bill Denbrough meets while traveling in the Macroverse, where Pennywise supposedly came from. Maturin advises Bill on how best to challenge Pennywise. None of the screen adaptations of X have incorporated the turtle, though 2019's X Chapter 2 does name a hallucinogenic root.
अरे
Maturin-
थोड़ा early हो गया है कुमार वरुण जी के लिए थोड़ा.
which helps Bill achieve some clarity on defeating the evil clown. Okay, what is X? What is X, which has been adapted on screen? X Chapter 2 came out in 2019, and there is Bill, clown, and a bunch of hints about Pennywise, turtle.
It.
Sorry,
It.
It. That is correct. 10 points there to Kenneth.
Wow.
First 10 points on board. We are talking about It. It.
That's it.
It Chapter 2 and It. Everything else fits. Stephen King, screen adaptations. It. Kenny gets 10 points. We go to Sophie. This time we're talking about a series. This Netflix series, 2020 to current. X is based on a series of Regency romance novels by Julia Quinn, each of which follows the love story of a different ex-sibling. So the show name and ex-sibling, X is the same. Quinn stayed involved in Netflix's reimagining of her stories as a consultant, but she also has been vocal in her support of producers Van Dusen and Rhimes, taking creative liberties with her novel's content. Quinn told Oprah magazine in December 2020, "I was not going to tell Shonda Rhimes how to make television. It's not a word-for-word adaptation, and it shouldn't be. I never expected that. I didn't want that. It's not what television should be about." Which series are we talking about? Essentially,
Bridgerton.
sorry, Sophie.
Bridgerton.
I
Bridgerton.
hate you, Kenny.
Wow.
I hate you,
Bridgerton.
KV.
I think you hate everybody on this panel. What's going on?
I
Yeah.
hate everyone.
Haven't seen this. I only got it because of Shonda Rhimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Bridgerton is correct. 10 points to Smritika. And then we go to Sulagna.
मुझे difficult था.
So now we go to the world of wrestling, WWE,
Nice.
WWF. Okay. Unlike other wrestling promoters of the 1980s who promoted in regional territories across the US and Canada, WWE, formerly known as WWF promoter Vince McMahon, had larger aspirations. After signing a number of top stars from across the country like Hulk Hogan, Roddy Piper, Iron Sheik, McMahon wanted to promote an event. So we're talking about a particular event in WWE via closed circuit television that would be available nationally and emulate large sporting attractions like the Super Bowl. Originally, McMahon was going to call it the Colossal Tussle. But according to ring announcer Howard Finkel, it was Finkel himself who suggested the name that we are looking for, the name X, which is based on a pop culture phenomenon of the 1960s. What are we talking about? Essentially, we're talking about a certain event associated with WWE, WWF, which is named after or like has something to do with a pop culture phenomenon of 1960s. And like it's a big thing in WWE, WWF.
Oh. Life में कभी नहीं देखा. It's a pop culture phenomenon from the 60s.
So the name of this wrestling event takes inspiration from a pop culture phenomenon that happened in 60s.
Can I ask a question? Is this event that happened in the 60s is a one-time thing, or it's like something that still happens?
No, it was a phenomenon in 60s only.
Okay.
Pass. I don't know this.
Okay. Sulagna passes, we go to Anuya.
Is it WrestleMania?
WrestleMania, that is correct. 10
Nice.
points there to Anuya.
Wow.
It is
Because of
WrestleMania.
But what is
Beatlesmania?
Beatlemania, yeah. Beatlemania inspired
Oh.
WrestleMania.
Nice.
WrestleMania is the WWE event we are talking about. WrestleMania.
Nice. I
Great
was
crack.
thinking round things because Colossi something round from the
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
even I thought something.
Okay.
Yeah, my brain was like Coachella.
Yeah, that's why I asked, does it still happen?
Okay, WrestleMania was answered by Anuya. So next direct will come to Kenneth. Yes, I'm talking about an iconic song from 1971. Now let's look at the hints for the song. When Rolling Stones named the former Dashes, so that is the artist is being referred to as former Dash. Former Dash's ubiquitous hit, the third greatest song of all time. This song's hallmark lyrics were described as 22 lines of graceful, plain-spoken faith in the power of a world united in purpose to repair and change itself. But the feel-good sentiment behind the song, and by the way, Jimmy Carter once called this song used almost equally with national anthems. Now, apparently the song has some serious communist underpinnings. Now, let's see what the artist said. X called the song, his own song, virtually the Communist Manifesto. And once the song became a hit, he went on record saying, because it's sugar-coated, it's accepted. Now I understand what you have to do. Put your message across with a little honey. Which 1971 iconic song that Rolling Stone calls the third greatest song of all time are we talking about?
My God.
Virtually the Communist Manifesto. So it can't be Chamak Chalo. That was capitalism. No, Chamak Chalo was capitalism manifesto. Is it another brick in the wall?
Not another brick in the wall. Going to Sophie.
Oh. Yesterday, every breath you take was a revelation to me. So I'm now thinking along those lines, which is a song I've heard, but has a totally different meaning. Is it Don't Worry, Be Happy?
Going to Sulagna.
Is it Imagine?
Perfect answer. Of course. It's
Wow, well done.
I don't heal the world. And then I was like, nee, 71 ka to nahi hai, but
Yeah.
22 lines.
Oh, what a
former
Good
Beatles.
crack.
And yeah, imagine no possession, imagine no greed, hunger, imagine all the people sharing
Yes.
all the world. That's basically what communism is. Imagine by John. Imagine no religion. Imagine no imagine no possession.
Awesome.
Change
Shit,
Awesome
so-
crack.
So John Lennon was a communist. God damn it.
And all these songs.
Maybe Chamuchali means something else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Who knows? In the next quiz.
Yeah. Sulagna gets 10 for Imagine, which means we go to Anuya now. Anuya, in 1969, David Attenborough was appointed BBC Director of Programs, where he commissioned several influential shows. Surely the most off the wall was a new comedy show, X. Almost immediately, the 6 performers and their eccentric sense of British humor launched a new era in comedy, not just in the UK, but around the world. What show are we talking about?
It's, Hum Punch.
Hum Che.
Hum Che.
Hum Che.
I go, okay. David Attenborough,
David Attenborough.
BBC, new comedy show. Is it Monty Python?
It is Monty Python,
Nice.
yes. 10 points there to Anuya. It is Monty Python.
No
It is
idea.
Monty Python. Monty Python's flying circus. Monty
Thank God for David Attenborough.
I'm just making a list of shows I have to watch thanks to this quiz.
Okay, Monty Python. We go to Kenneth now. Very straightforward question. This is the list of best-selling albums of all time.
Oh,
Okay, these are
Right.
like the top-selling albums of all time. I have removed the top-selling artist and album. Let's go through that list. On number 1 is the artist you need to crack and the album you need to crack. It came out in 1982. On rank 2, you have Whitney Houston in The Bodyguard, 1992. Then third is Pink Floyd, The Dark Side of the Moon, 1973. Then you have Eagles, their greatest hits, 1976. Then there is again Eagles and Hotel California. Then there is Shania Twain, Come On Over. Then Fleetwood Mac, Rumors. And there is Bee Gees and Saturday Night Fever.
yeah. Shania Twain is huge, dude. Shania Twain is huge.
So
I
all
can't
in one
believe
from
Shania
you.
Twain is on that. That's crazy.
Come on.
If I'm not wrong, Shania Twain is the highest selling country artist of all time. That I know.
Most likely, yes.
Yeah. Or
So you
male or
need-
female.
That won't impress me much.
She's awesome.
Yeah.
I think I know this, but I have to be very careful with this because I have doubt between 2 albums. I could be fully wrong. Who knows? I know the artist has to be Michael Jackson.
Okay.
And the album is also Thriller.
Thriller and Michael Jackson is correct. 10
Oh,
points.
thank
for
God.
Anuya.
Wow, well done.
Michael Jackson and Thriller from 1982, which of course had Beat It, Billie Jean, and everything. Kenny gets 10 points for Michael Jackson and Thriller, which means I go to Smritika now. Smritika, one of those short questions. This is an exhaustive list. I think by now all of us know what exhaustive list means. 2004 is Ab Tak Chappan. 2007 is X. 2009 is Rocket Singh, Salesman of the Year. 2020 is Y, which is a Netflix/BBC series, episode 4. So just give me X, that will give you 7 points, and Y for 3.
Okay, X is Chak De.
Okay.
And Y is 1 second. 2020 series, BBC series on Netflix. Episode 4. Is it the one I think it is? God. 2020.
This is an exhaustive list and this is an exhausting quiz. Wah, 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 wah.
Is it a suitable boy?
Yes, full 10
Wow.
points there too. Smritika.
Well done.
Nice, Sophie.
Chak De India and a
Thanks,
suitable
thanks.
boy.
Very nice.
What
Suitable
is-
boy.
What is the connection?
Sophie?
Shimit Amin.
Shimit Amin, direct.
These are all Shimit Amin directed work. Ab Tak
If you had
Chappan,
asked-
Chak De India.
One
Rocket
Airtel
Singh.
ad also with me that was not on the list. So
Arey. Kumar, we have to
It
do
wasn't
fact checking.
Airtel. It was something else.
sorry.
Please do.
If KV had asked who the director was, I wouldn't have known. But these 2 answers I would have known. I would have been like
Yeah,
Sujit Sarkar, Sony, something.
No, I
They
was
all have same names.
confused about a suitable boy because it was also Meera Nair. Like I think Meera Nair also directed.
Yeah,
Oh.
she did. Yeah,
Mm.
good job.
Okay, Sophie gets 10 points on this.
Amazing.
Okay, Chak the Indian Suitable Boy was answered by Sophie. Next direct will be to Sulagna. Sulagna, now I'm talking about a certain movie. This movie is a revenge story about an honest cop who has been haunted since childhood by nightmares about his father's murder by a stranger.
Wow.
But all that's known about the killer is that he wore a bracelet with a white stallion charm. As an adult, his path crosses the gangster responsible, and the stage is set for a final showdown. Identify the 1973 film we are talking about.
Oh,
Abbe yaar. All 1973 films had this story. They were all this.
Can I ask a question?
Yes?
Is it Hollywood or Bollywood? You can't tell.
No, it's Bollywood. That I
It's
can.
Bollywood.
Yeah, it's an Indian film, Hindi film.
Oh, fuck.
Should I just say the first thing that's coming to my mind?
Just take another minute and think about it because you have the most time since it's your direct.
Yeah.
Eliminate all other possibilities. Because I feel like Anuya knows this. Right?
Zanjeer.
Zanjeer, that is correct.
Oh!
Correct, yeah.
Zanjeer is correct. 10 points there.
Kenny, I was thinking Zamir. Okay, so I would have fallen on my face.
Wait, Zamir? Oh,
The
that's also a
reason-
different movie.
Because it was 73,
Yeah.
I was like, that's when Amitabh Bachchan became like, usse
Yeah.
maine socha ki could
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. Zanjeer is correct. Sulagna gets 10 points. And then we go to Anuya. At age 16, X auditioned for the X Factor with a Stevie Wonder song. Dressed in a cardigan and scarf, he sang Stevie Wonder's Isn't She Lovely? Although he made it through a few rounds as a solo artist, X was eliminated from the competition, but he was brought back to become part of a group of boys that later became One Direction.
Nice.
Who are we talking about? Who also has acted in films, and two of his movies I've
Wow.
mentioned here. His filmography includes Dunkirk from 2017 and Don't Worry Darling from 2022.
It's Harry Styles.
It is Harry
Harry
Styles.
Styles.
And thank you, KV, for my one sitter. Thank you.
Harry Styles.
What a boy. Look at him. Look at him.
Yeah,
Harry
he's gorgeous. Lovely. Olivia Wilde done good.
Harry
Oh,
Styles.
yeah.
Okay, that brings us to the end of the first half. Let's look at the score quickly before we change the order. Anuya got 3 on Taylor Swift, but then she got 10 for WrestleMania, 10 for Monty Python, and 10 for Harry Styles. So Anuya is leading the quiz right now with 33 points.
Twice.
Followed by Kenneth, who got 10 for It and 10 for Michael Jackson and Thriller. Kenneth is on 20 points. Then we have Sophie, who got 10 for Bridgerton and 10 for Chak the Indian Suitable Boy. Sophie is also on 20 points.
Arey yaar.
Then there is Sulagna, who got 10 for Imagine and John Lennon and 10 for Zanjeer. Sulagna is also on 20 points. So right now, Kenneth, Sophie, Sulagna are all on 20. Anuya is leading with 33.
We had 20 point something.
Yeah. And 2 of you will qualify. The order now reverses. The order is Sulagna, Smritika, Kenneth, Anuya. Okay, let's start the second half. This is Sulagna's direct. George Harrison felt like his bandmates weren't giving his song While My Guitar Gently Weeps the attention it deserved. On the way to the studio one day, Harrison asked his dash X, his, sorry, a word is missing because of typo, but he basically, forget his. Harrison asked X to come along and play on the track. X hesitated, but Harrison convinced him, and the strategy worked perfectly. Harrison said, and I quote, he said, I said X is going to play on this one. And it was good because then that made everyone act better. Paul got on the piano and played a nice intro, and they all took it more seriously. Essentially, what I'm asking is, who played the guitar solo on While My Guitar Gently Weeps?
Ravi Shankar?
Not Ravi Shankar. Going to Sophie.
Should have thought a little.
Himesh Reshamya.
Oh,
Obs.
no.
Top 110 questions about Beatles didn't work, I guess. I was
Beatles trivia तो पढ़ा ही नहीं.
Every Beatles question ever is in this quiz.
Who
This
played
wasn't
the
in my
guitar
110
solo?
quiz also.
English person, do we know who plays a guitar, who's as old?
Man, what a question, dude.
Yeah, great question.
I don't know this. I'm just going to say David Bowie.
David Bowie. No. Passes to Kenneth.
Did George Harrison say "Sing for Me"? Can you?
Wait, so who's it now? Sorry, hung a bit.
It's your turn. Ken.
Sorry,
It's my
Kenneth,
turn,
it's your
huh?
turn. Sophie said David Bowie, which is incorrect. So going to.
Oh man, David Bowie is such a good guess. Anuya, do you know this answer? Anuya?
No, I don't know this answer, Kenny. I don't know this. Music is your
Yeah,
forte.
that's why I'll be more embarrassed. I
Change
get
it
it.
from Amir Khan to Beatles.
Amir, do you know the answer? Amir? Okay,
You know,
relax.
if he had known it, he would have tattooed it on his arm. I'm just saying.
No, just because that Lal Singh Chadda flop is a pissed with me, dude. Relax, dude. Is it Clapton?
It is Eric Clapton, of course. It's Eric Clapton.
Wow,
10 points there to
Oh
Kenneth.
yeah, what
Eric Clapton.
beautiful.
That
I
is
haven't
well
heard-
done. Well done.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank
You know how
God.
Harrison and Clapton were like very, very close friends and all that.
I was like, yeah, he's from the UK, the same
Yeah.
timeline.
Same era.
That same haircut, same
Yeah.
hair. Yeah.
Juno.
same
Eric
dreads.
Clapton.
Ah, sweet.
Same wife also they had like
Huh?
not at
Same
the same
wife, huh?
not at the same
Yo!
time. Not at the same
What?
time, of course.
Both advanced, you know.
But George Harrison married Patty Boyd, and then later Clapton also married Patty Boyd. So
Hence the song.
Wow.
yeah,
While
And-
my marriage
yeah.
gently weeps.
and Harrison wrote a couple of his classics for Patty Boyd, and then Clapton wrote Layla for her. He also wrote "You're Looking Wonderful Tonight" for her. So she's
Man.
probably
Kya baat
one
hai.
person on whom like 3-4 songs from top 20 songs of all time are written for her. One person, Patty Boyd.
Nice.
Kya baat hai.
Gravy.
My husband only writes one song for me. गाड़ी वाला आया घर से कचड़ा निकाल.
Nice.
Sorry.
Okay, Clapton was correct for Kenny. Kenny got 10 points. And now I'm going to Anuya for the next question. At the end of the movie Dayavan, the grandchild asks Shakti Velu Dayavan, "Are you a good man or a bad man?" He pauses and says simply, "I don't know." When director Feroz Khan set out to remake the Tamil classic X, which is the classic that you see on screen on your right,
Okay.
based on the life of Bombay's underworld don Vardarajan Mudliyar, he set himself a formidable task. As he himself said, "I had to better an acclaimed masterpiece." This 1987 classic is one of the 3 Indian films to be a part of Time's list of all-time 100 best films from all over the world and remains a part of Tamil pop culture even today. Which 1987 classic movie are we talking about?
Okay, we don't ask Marathi movie questions, huh? What is
Hi.
this?
So you want a Tamil film?
Yes. Hindi is Dayavan. I have given it.
Okay.
Acha. Is it shit? Oh, I'm gonna fuck this up. Is it Nayakan?
It is Nayakan. That is correct. 10
Wow.
points there
Nice.
to Anuya.
Amazing.
It is Nayakan.
Wow.
Macha, is this the movie in the end? There's a funeral for his son, and because Naveen shows me this clip, because
Yeah.
he's like, I love the movie, but the way he cries during that funeral is apparently ironically funny. Yeah, which is please don't quote me on that. Great actor, but yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nayak is not
Nayakan.
based on this.
Nayakan.
No. Dayavan is based on this. Nayakan is a Mani Ratnam movie based on life of Vardarajan Mudliyar plus Godfather. It's a mix.
Wow.
And Feroz Khan remade it in Hindi as Dayavan, where Vinod Khanna played Kamal Hassan's role. Anuya got 10 for Nayakan, which means the next direct will be to Sulagna. Sulagna, we are talking about a certain person. X's name is part Shona. Shona is a language from Zimbabwe, like African language.
Oh.
It's part Shona and
Nonsense.
part parental invention. X has said that her full name, X Mary Stormer Coleman, has deep connections to her German and African heritage. According to the actress, her first name was inspired by a word in the Shona language that means to give thanks, but her parents added a unique twist to it. My dad had a thing for Z's, and something else. So he helped name me X. Whose name ka funda we are talking about?
Charlie's Theron.
Obviously,
Not Charlize Theron. Going to Sophie.
Is it Zendaya?
Zendaya. That is correct.
No!
And to Smritika.
Thanks for
Nice.
eliminating Charlie's Theron for me.
It is
Damn it.
Zendaya. Her dad had a thing for Z's and Zen. The Shona word is Tendai, T-E-N-D-A-I. So they combined both and made it Zendai.
That's a cool name also.
Yeah.
yeah. As it was obviously Babu Shona.
Yeah.
So
Shona language. Babu Shona.
then they changed it to this.
Charlie's maybe Z है ना पर मैंने सोचा Charlie
Okay. Zendaya got 10 points for Smritika.
Thanks. Yes.
Which means the
Zendaya
next
got 10
direct-
points for Smritika. Yes.
One day.
One day. We'll
He
we'll go to Kenneth now. Kenneth, in 1988, X won the Academy Award for Best Actress for her starring role in Norman Jewisson's Moonstruck. When X went on stage to receive her Oscar, she gave a big shout out to her hair and makeup artist, but forgot to thank her director, Jewison. X immediately realized her gaffe. She blamed the omission on being nervous and decided to take drastic steps to recognize Jewison. The next day, she took out a full-page ad in Variety, thanking the director. Now, having sold 100 million records, X is one of the world's best-selling music artists. X's achievements include a Grammy Award, an Emmy Award, an Academy Award, 3 Golden Globe Awards, a Cannes Film Festival Award, amongst others. Who are we talking about?
mother 100 million records.
That's crazy, man. I have a name in mind, but that's the only name I have. So I'm just like, do I have a backup? Is it Barbara Streisand?
Not Barbara Streisand.
Damn it!
Going to Anuya.
Good guess though.
Good
Shit.
guess.
Yeah,
Damn it.
good guess. So she's an EGOT winner.
No, there's no Tony.
There's no Tony, but
There's no Tony.
she's an
so
ego
no
winner.
Barbara.
Oh my god.
She's an I mean, if after all this, her ego is
Yeah,
winning the.
Who else should have an ego like if not?
Is it Cher?
It is Cher. Yes, that is correct.
Wow.
It is Cher.
hair and makeup.
Wow.
I did
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
I did not know. I knew about Moonstruck. I did not know she had also won an Emmy. What did she win an
Oh
Emmy
my
for?
god, that's insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Anuya gets 10 for Cher. Okay, now to Sulagna. During the climax of the Lost World Jurassic Park, an irate T-Rex terrorizes San Diego. At one
Yes.
point in the carnage, a few Japanese tourists can be seen running for their lives, and one of whom shouts in Japanese, "I left Japan to get away from this." What is this an homage to?
Arigato. I left Japan to get away from this. Arigato. So,
It's inflation.
Okay.
पिछला वाला क्यों नहीं आया जो पता था? Is it that we are not in Kansas anymore? That wali film.
No, not Wizard of Oz. Going to Smritika.
I have an answer, but I don't know how much of an homage it is. I have two. Is it earthquakes?
Not earthquakes. Going to Kenny.
It's Gojira.
It is.
yeah. Yeah. I knew Kenny. I knew Kenny would get this.
Godzilla!
That was my other
Godzilla.
answer, man. Shit.
Yeah, I left Japan. This is one of my favorite questions of the year.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
It's so funny, it's so short, crisp, but
Now
it
I
So funny.
understand.
combines so many things. That T-Rex and they're like, I left Japan to get away.
Also,
Very funny.
Family Guy also does this every other time. Godzilla!
Gojira or Godzilla.
I was thinking on the lines, I left some place, so it has to be something like that. I don't know.
Damn.
Yeah.
This is my second answer written right here.
Godzilla.
Awesome question. Awesome
Very nice.
question.
Superb
Can I
game.
give one funda about Godzilla if people
Yeah.
don't know?
Yeah.
So Godzilla was inspired by, not inspired, it's a very sad, creative side effect of the nuclear bombing. So it was a representation of the monsters that were created because of the bombing. So the Godzilla's origin is the lizard that's been exposed to radioactive nuclear energy and becomes. So it is the metaphor for how
Wow.
America came
Wow.
and destroyed everything. And it's our number one enemy. But
Wow.
now it's become so famous. They're like, now
Yeah.
it's a metaphor for
Yeah.
nature that you can't
Yeah.
control nature. Sad.
Wow. Wow.
That is, yeah.
I never have segue from these stories to now. Okay, Kenny got 10 for Godzilla now.
Amazing.
Okay, going to Anuya now. Anuya Bharti Achrekar, the voice of
Yay,
Deshpande
Marathi.
aunty. Yes,
Nice.
yes, valid pan-India quiz. Bharti Achrekar, the voice of Deshpande aunty, is best known for her roles in television shows like Wagle Ki Duniya and Srimati Sharma na kehti thi. The director of a certain movie wanted her to be Ela's faceless neighbor because he wanted a distinct voice that made audiences nostalgic. It was his own way of giving tribute to the great actor. Which Indian film are we talking about?
Lunchbox.
Lunchbox, that is correct. 10 points there. To Anuya.
This
We're
question.
talking about the Lunchbox. 10 points to
Lunchbox.
Anuya. This is the face.
What a superb movie. What a movie.
Yeah.
What a Irfan Khan, yaar.
I hope some people from Bollywood are watching.
Just for this. Just come for this and then leave.
10 points to Anuya for the Lunchbox, which means next director will come to Sulagna. Sulagna, again, this is one of those songs which will be a TIL. Oh, this song is about this. What the? X is a song whose meaning was obscured by its party anthem vibes. This calypso light tune featured a delightful and then annoyingly ubiquitous call and response question that never got answered. Asking X, so X is a song. So if it's Chamak Chalo, then Asking Chamak Chalo became. Asking X became low-hanging comedy fruit after the song's release in 2000, which meant most people missed that this song was actually a man-bashing song. The songwriter said that it's a song about a good time being ruined by men catcalling and harassing women. Everyone's having a great time and then jerks start treating women like objects and it ruins everything. Even the video of the song featured a ton of literal dashes escaping past a guard at a dash daycare, further obfuscating the song's feminist roots. In a 2007 poll conducted by Rolling Stone to identify the top 20 most annoying songs of all time, X ranked third. It was also ranked first on Spinner's 2008 list of top 20 worst songs ever. Which song are we talking about? Go through the hints again. It's a long question. Tell me the song.
Could you explain what's Calypso Light?
Calypso is that music from like वैसा Caribbean type थोड़ा
Oh.
Calypso music. Ting, 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 ting.
Nice. Great question.
Yeah,
Great.
it could be many songs.
Oh God. When I get to know the song, I'll be like,
You can ask Amir Khan. Amir?
Amir is like,
when I ask one,
yes, Sulagna.
is it a male, like a female book song, male song, like who sung it, a male or a female?
No, that I can't.
Oh, I
But
thought.
he can sing more calypso music.
Dick, chick, chick, chick.
I don't know. Is it Mysterious Girl? I want to get close to you.
No, going to Smritika.
When I know it, I'll be.
Is it Who Let the Dogs Out?
Yes, that is the call and response question that never got answered. Who let the dogs out?
Yeah.
In the video features a ton of
Wow.
literal dogs past a dog daycare, and apparently because the songwriter said that this is about men. Who let the dogs out? That is correct.
Hilarious. I did not know
Wow.
this. My eyes have been opened today.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was I'm a
Very
Barbie girl or
cool.
something.
I just thought of songs from 2000 which were annoying.
Crazy, man.
Number one. Number
Who
one.
let
this
the
would be.
who let the dogs out? Sophie gets 10 points, and I go to Kenneth. Now I'm talking about a certain movie and a certain director. Though IMAX cameras are now on the verge of being used to shoot entire feature films,
Oh my God. Come on, can I stop you right there and kiss you on the mouth? As a film,
sometimes
as
just
a film trivia guy, especially on the technical side, the universe is kind and the universe
yes.
is. But please, as respect to this
Yes,
format,
yes.
please continue.
At the time this movie was made, the format was primarily used for documentary films to showcase things like the wondrous details of nature. The director Y had longed for years to bring this format to features and opted to use the ultra heavy, ultra expensive cameras to film several major sequences in this movie. Most famously, the film's prologue, featuring a bank robbery, was filmed on IMAX and released early in its entirety as a teaser. Which movie and director are we talking about, Kenneth?
I
So,
mean,
Kenny, please. Just
I mean,
do the honors, Kenny.
this is
Do the
obviously
honors.
Mr. India.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't fit Anil Kapoor in normal widescreen format because his hair. Anyway, so yeah, this is of course Dark Knight and Christopher Nolan, big proponent of
Yeah.
film camera.
Yes.
And
Great question.
IMAX
Wow.
negative reel is I think this big and normal 20 mm is this big. So it's like it took a lot of trouble. And they broke one IMAX camera while shooting. You know that Lamborghini scene where he's in Lamborghini
Yeah,
and he tries to protect the other guy.
yeah.
So he smashes into an IMAX camera.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so they
What?
lost. They were, I think at the time there were 8 or something in the world, and he broke one of them.
And I was just watching this scene again just before this quiz started.
Yeah.
Like, ये answer आने वाला है, and जब से ही मैंने बनाया, I'm like, I have to watch. And then I watched the whole
Yeah.
thing.
KV, क्या questions है यार? Super
ना, अच्छा है
questions.
ना?
So good.
Yeah,
And-
yeah. मजा आ
And I
गया.
was from the morning since I saw this scene. If you remember this scene, my favorite dialogue from this scene is, "No, I killed the bus driver." So and it's like, what bus? And then the bus enters. So from morning I've been roaming around just saying, "I killed the bus driver."
What bus driver?
What bus driver?
Uh,
Okay, Dark Knight and Nolan is correct. 10 points to Kenny, which means the next direct will be to Anuya. Now, from Swifties, we come to another fandom in this quiz. X's fandom was called the Avocados, but X has since changed the Instagram name from @WhereAreTheAvocados. X's fans are now called Eyelashes or Pirates. Who is X, who became the youngest artist ever to sweep the Big Four category at the Grammy Awards, which is Album of the Year, Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Best New Artist. So X's fandom was called Avocados because X's Instagram handle was called Where Are the Avocados? But the Instagram handle has now changed, so the fandom is called something else. X is also the youngest artist to win the Big Four at Grammy. Who are we talking about?
The answer to Where Are the Avocados is obviously California.
Yes.
They're all in San Francisco. Is it Billie Eilish?
Yes, that's why they're called Eyelashes. Eyelashes, Billie Eilish.
nice.
Yes. Billie Eilish is correct. Anuya gets 10 points there. And we now go to Sulagna for the last question of this quiz. The only Marvel question of this quiz.
Tradition.
I would know.
Tradition.
Okay. Now we're talking about two Marvel villains. Two villains from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In fact, both from Iron Man universe, just to make it very specific. Now let's look at both the villains. When imagining what Marvel Comics villain Tony Stark could battle in his first adventure, which is Iron Man 1, which came in 2008, the studio's first idea was Y. So Y is one villain. Y is a scientist and a megalomaniac who wields 10 powerful rings made from alien technology. But by the time the cameras rolled, by the time they started shooting Iron Man 1, Iron Man, the villain was instead this character called Obadiah Stane, played by Jeff Bridges, a character who in the comics was a rival arms dealer who tried to take over Stark Industries after Tony's father, Howard, died. In the film, however, the character was reimagined as the corporate steward of Tony Stark during Tony's absence, who ultimately tried to take over the company from the inside as the comic book villain X. So essentially, in the first Iron Man movie, Jeff Bridges' character, who is called Obadiah Stane, eventually becomes the villain called X. That's one part. The second part is the OG villain that they wanted in Iron Man, who eventually was the villain in Iron Man 3. So Y ultimately appeared reimagined in a major departure from the comics in Iron Man 3. So which two Marvel villains are we talking about? Identify X and Y.
Oh God. कुछ याद नहीं है, but I'll just try. Why is that scientist guy?
Actually, X is quite hard, dude. Like it's not.
This is not an easy question.
Yeah, X is quite hard. If you're.
I don't remember both. So.
Kenny, तेरे को पता है ना Kenny?
I think I
पता
do.
है?
I think I do. But it's a very
It's
niche,
not easy.
niche question. This is.
Just this one part, I think it's like only X is little niche.
Yeah.
Y
X,
is.
yeah. But X is like, man.
Why? So फिर भी शायद I can recollect, but X so I don't know at all. But I don't remember the name of that character. I'm gonna pass first. Damn.
Okay, going to Smritika.
I'm just gonna say Loki and Vision.
No, going to Kenneth.
It's Ironmonger and Mandarin.
Ironmonger and Mandarin. That is correct. Mandarin, of course, played by Ben Kingsley in Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
In a total departure from the comics, in the movie, it just becomes one funny actor from.
Yeah, very busy.
Yeah.
And
which they.
Mandarin now I can.
Which they brought him in Shang-Chi.
Yeah,
He was
and in
quite funny.
Shang-Chi, while they're having dinner, he brings it up as a joke that some people in the West try to imitate me in a very bad way.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, what a clever way to like counteract.
Distance yourself.
Yeah.
I knew Mandarin, but my guess for the first answer was Shang-Chi's dad. That was my guess. Uske paas bhi 10 ring hai.
He's only Mandarin.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi's dad is Mandarin.
That brings us to the end of the first semi-final. Yeah. Anuya had 33 in the first half. In the second half, she got Naikan 10 points. She got Cher 10 points. She got the Lunchbox 10 points. And one more you got, no, Anuya? Billie Eilish 10 points. So Anuya ends on 73 and she wins the semi-final. She's the winner. 73.
All those late night Wikipedia binges paid off.
No, these were some amazing cracks like WrestleMania.
Like songs, the real meaning of songs is the theme of this quiz.
Yeah. Also, the thing with Anuya, like I've seen, is you don't miss like some of the stuff that you know, because these are like usually it happens in quizzing. Like if I look at your answer, you got Harry Styles when you knew, you got Mighty Pie, you got Billie Eilish. And those sometimes those confusing things affect the result.
Yeah, throw you off.
Between Billie Eilish and I don't know, Selena Gomez, and I said this, but that is your, I think, your strength. Tuck. You got Cher, you got Lunchbox. Amazing, 73. Then we come to Smritika. Smritika had 20 in the first half. In the second half, Smritika got Zendaya. She got Who Let the Dogs Out.
Nice.
Yeah, so Smritika ends on 40. Sulagna had 20 in the first half, and that's it. 20. I'm just reconfirming. Sulagna ends on 20. Kenny also had 20 in the first half. All three of you were on 20, but Kenny in the second half got Eric Clapton. You got Godzilla. You got The Dark Knight and Christopher Nolan, and you also got Ironmonger and Mandarin. So you got 40 in the second half. Kenny ends on 60 and becomes the second person for the
Thank you, Amir Khan. You're staring hell.
Good job.
Okay, that brings us to the end of the first semi-final.
Ooh.
Heartbreak for both the sisters, Sulagna and Sophie, but
No,
played
it's
well
better
as
this
always.
way.
I'm coming to
I think it's better this way.
Yeah.
hug you right
या तो
now.
दोनों जाएंगे या तो दोनों नहीं
It's the ending of Thelma and Louise, where both
Yeah.
kids go off the hill together.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, thank you so much, Sophie and Sulagna, for being part of not just this edition, but every
Wait,
edition ever.
I'm sorry, Kumar. Fun points went to Sulagna, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he always forgets.
Always forget.
What do you think
Sulagna
we are
has.
playing for quiz or what?
Because I know Sulagna unfairly every 5 minutes she had a joke's not fair.
Sulagna has 4, Sophie has 3, Kenny has 5, and Anuya has 4. So Kenny wins that by like just a little margin.
Scrapes through, which
Yes,
is
Sulagna
my.
four.
Since you think I won, then I'm the winner, I feel.
Yeah. I gave you 2. I don't know Kenny for which joke, but that's why you have 5.
Must
But
be
yeah,
good
Swift
one.
jokes. I think my favorite joke of the day, if you look right and left, then Swifties will not kill you. I think Sulagna, for that, you should win best.
That was genius.
Fun contestant.
Yes.
Genius. But thank you, Sophie. Thank you, Sulagna. And
Thank
I'll see you in the
you.
final, Kenny and Anuya. Bye.